Shalom, shalom, Israel. Salaki, if I could, give me 1 second. Papa Kashai. Just want to check the feed, make sure we up and rolling. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Alrighty, we good to go. So let's clap it up. Get the Most High hand. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the Commanding General YAHANNA, you understand? Since 1969, we've been edifying so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans about the truth in the Bible, the truth about the Bible, or the truth of the Bible, the truth that the Christian church has led us so long to misbelieve, believe nonsense, man, about the Bible, man. Believe that, you know what I'm saying, God loves everybody. Believe that Christ is, you know what I'm saying, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil. You know what I'm saying? Believe that, you know what I'm saying, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are just exactly what this world are and just the scum of the earth. When really contrary, the truth is blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? We are the seed of Israel, and we are the salt of the earth, man. We're teaching them the truth, these truths since 1969, and since then and currently we are not affiliated with any other so-called Hebrew Israelite group, man. You know what I'm saying? Them other brothers are in a direction that's really dangerous, but you know what I'm saying. Lord be with them. You know what I'm saying? The Bible warns us about false prophets, and that's what they are. You know what I'm saying? The men in the I.S.U.P.K are the real priests and prophets ordained by the Most High to teach the truth about the Bible. And with that being said, the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. If you are not in the you are not in the truth, man. And we welcome all you brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? All you brothers and sisters. If you're black, Hispanic, and Native American, then the doors are open for you. You know what I'm saying? You watching our classes and you know what I'm saying, studying our breakdowns anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well just come in here, getting all black, and you know what I'm saying, join this body. But with all of that being said, today is Saturday, man. Once again, let's get on another hand, man. It's the Sabbath. You know, the seventh day of the week, the day where the you know what I'm saying, when the Most High created the heaven and the earth, and then he created man and beast and flora and fauna. He created everything. On the seventh day, he rested, and then he told all his creations, "Hey, this seventh day, this day is for rest." You know what I'm saying? So his children, the children that abide by his laws, statutes, and commandments, we have to rest on the seventh day. That means no servile work. You know, we're not saying you can't cook no meal. We're not saying you can't press a button on an elevator. You know what I'm saying? You can turn the microwave on. You can even turn the oven on. You know what I'm saying? That kindle the fire misinterpretation. That's uh that's a uh, that's a misinterpretation. Just like I said, you know what I'm saying? That's not the truth about the Bible, which we teach. You could definitely eat, you could bathe, but on the Sabbath work, no servile work means don't try to do anything that's trying to get you an increase. Like checking what's it, Bitcoin? Even something as simple as like turning the computer on and moving stocks around. That's considered servile. I mean, I'm not gonna. That would be because I'm gonna get the clarification on that for next Sabbath. But that, I mean, just practically thinking, that sounds like servile work. But I'm gonna put it plain and simple. If you have your own company, then you can't have employees work on the Sabbath. And you should, and if you can help it, then you shouldn't work on the Sabbath either. That's what I mean by servile work. This is a day of rest, and it's a day to observe, you know what I'm saying, the Most High. That's what we do in I.S.U.P.K. You know, the sixth commandment of the 10 commandments say, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. So that's what we do on the Sabbath service, man. We remember it and keep it holy. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston, Galveston, Port Arthur, and Beaumont. You know what I'm saying? Saturday Sabbath service, man, where we remember the Sabbath and keep it holy, and we do such as observing the Sabbath as if it was a high holy day because it was mentioned in Leviticus 23 with the rest of the high holy days. You know what I'm saying? So really, it is a high holy day. So we have this ceremony that you see every Saturday, where you see men such as myself and other brothers all around the nation in I.S.U.P.K wearing garments. You know what I'm saying? Blowing the shafar or the chauffeur. You know what I'm saying? Drinking the wine. You know what I'm saying? Saying the prayers, and most importantly, breaking down the scriptures, man. Cause that's how we get into our culture. You know what I'm saying? What we do on the Sabbath is we we uh we read the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? We read them in our native tongue, the Lashon Kodash, which is the Hebrew. We read them in the Hebrew, then we read them in the English, and then we break them down, man, to get a full circle understanding of our book, man. This is our roadmap to life. This is the instructions on how blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are supposed to rule the earth, because that's what the Most High wanted us to do. You know what I'm saying? He set us above all, and it says in Deuteronomy 7:6, we are set above high, set apart from all the other nations, and above. It's like I'm paraphrasing, and forgive me for paraphrasing incorrectly, but pretty much Deuteronomy 7:6 says we were set above high, above all the other nations. We're above the other nations. Why are we above the other nations? To rule them. We're supposed to rule the earth, man. That's what these laws, statutes, and commandments in this Bible gives us. Instructions on how to rule the world. This Bible gives us the instruction on how to rule the world. And that's what we get into today. So we get into our roadmap of how we got ways to go. You know what I'm saying? Right now we are in captivity. Black, Hispanic, and Native American man and woman. This is not our kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We messed up, but we getting a whooping stick from the Most High. But we can get it right. That's what I.S.U.P.K is here for. To help you, help us, help all of us get it right. So that Christ can come back here and we do what this book tells us we were meant to do, rule the world. Yeah, with any further ado, we're going to get started, man. You know I'm Officer 500 YAHANNA, and I'm going to be holding the Sabbath service down today, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be me, and if somebody else would like to, no, we'll see how it goes from here. But I'm gonna start off with just me. So with that, I'm gonna say I.M.A.D.I.U.M. We're gonna get started. I.M.A.D.I.U.M. means to stand. Yahweh Yahweh Barakatah. What's lucky? Let me do this the correct way. First, state my name and registry. What's lucky? Yabakan, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala. Yahweh Yahweh Barakatam. La Yashala. All right, Israel. So now we're about to get into the prayers. We're going to turn and face east. So I'm going to say, Sar Wapanya Hakwadam, which means turn and face east in the Hebrew. So Sar, into it. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Sabbath, Raktazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'araktaza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Lathanlanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakhlanawa, Kawathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawathinawa, Wala'a, Tabianawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahata Parath, La'awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. Hakak, the power, in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Machala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matzarayim, Hakak, Lahakwayam, Hamathiyam, Hakak, Orwakawa, Hata Ma'ala, Lagarashan, Bashim Yahweh Shai, the water, Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yashala, Wahabayah Saparium, Barak, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the water, Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharayim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izariah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayishan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Salaki, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Tazaafka, Wabawa Aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'aid Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, all Damayalaka, all Sakarash, wa all Tashakwat, all Kaya, Hana, all Yabika, Yahama Yawan, wa Mashanayaka, Sha'awa, Ra'ash, all Amika, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayatha Ya'ai Tazawa, all Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanachak Yadam, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shum Yasha'ala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lav, Yachadwa, Ayaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahaya, Arawam, Wayashamai Aliyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Palashaf, Abishabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasiyasa Ra'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwa Yashawan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Arma, Shayathamwa, Nadiyamawa, Ka Irab, Waka Za'aba, Waka Zabak, Waka Tazalmanai, Ka Nasiakamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Wakwa, Ka'ash, Taba'ira, Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harium, Khan, Tharadapma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapafka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Adyai, Wayachaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labarka, Ayawan, all Kaharataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kaisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah, Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power in possession. O my power, make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, Sar means the face turn and face forward, and Yeshabium, which means you may be seated. Ooh-wee. Now let's get them prayers in hand. It's kind of like, King David wrote them prayers. The majority of them, especially the Psalms 83, is really what I'm talking about when I say David wrote them. The other prayers, not too familiar who wrote the rest of the prayers. I guess that's something else to find out for next week. But you know what I'm saying? What we're doing is we're facing the east and talking to our Father and letting them know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I've been a good boy and I'm in need of something. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of us have watching, or you know what I'm saying, we've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So like it's almost like you get all good grades at school and you just say, hey, Dad, we're going back to school next year. I was hoping to get some fresh back to school clothes, man. You know what I'm saying? You normally just had me wear the hand-me-downs, but I could really use some New Balances or some Nikes or something, please, man. I did good all last year. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like humbling yourself and being one-on-one with your Father. And then, you know what I'm saying, it reminds him of your humility, you know what I'm saying? Like because you've been a good boy, he has no reason to refuse you of those New Balances. So when we keeping the law, statutes, and commandments down here, and we facing the east, and we praying to our Father in our native tongue, so we got back to our culture. Thank Commander General YAHANNA for that. In our native tongue, and we saying we know we're being oppressed by these heathens. Please get these heathens off our back. Save us down here. We praying for other things too. We pray as priests and prophets. One of those prayers was to be able to have the power to be able to heal the sick. You know what I'm saying? To be able to cast out demons. You know what I'm saying? That's what our brothers do out at camp every week. So we casting out demons, and sometimes in class too. You know what I'm saying? Casting out demons, healing the weak. So our Father sees us praying for these righteous things. We're not praying for no Bugatti. We're not praying for an extra zip to be able to turn that over. We're not praying for no. I'm not even gonna say no real vulgar stuff, but we're not praying for carnal things. The things we're praying for is very righteous. We're praying to get out of this captivity first and foremost too. So really, you know what I'm saying, we have to endure because he's gonna see it through to us. He's gonna see it through. He's gonna send Yahweh Shai, and that sky is gonna crack. Then these heathens, the knee will be off our necks, man. We'll no longer be hunted. Yeah, those prayers are beautiful, man. They hit hard every week. So yeah, now we're about to get into the Hebrew, man. So what we do is we use the Bible Hub app. So you can download Bible Hub at the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. It's called Bible Hub. It's free. You open up the app, and then you get like a little. You get the scriptures at the bottom, but at the top, very top, you get the book, chapter, and verse in that first column or that first row. And then down below, a little bit past the little search bar, you see 2 rows with 3-letter abbreviations. You go to the bottom one and go all the way to the right, hit INT. That's the interlinear. That gives you the scriptures in which the Bible was originally written. So if it's in the New Testament, it's going to be in Greek. But we're reading in the Old Testament. So that's why we're getting to get the Hebrew. So when you hit interlinear, you go back up to the top, that book, chapter, and verse. And where we're at right now is Leviticus. Leviticus. So put in Leviticus for the book, then you go to chapter and verse. You're going to have to go to, first you're going to have to go to 19. Go to the 19th chapter. You hit 19. Then you go to it again and go to the verse. And we're at verse 36. That's what we're gonna be starting off in the Hebrew. We're gonna get into the English and we're gonna break it down, man. So it's just me. So I'm gonna take my time. You know what I'm saying? If you want, if by all means, if you got me on in the background and you're just not paying attention to the Hebrew, there's no sweat. You're gonna come back and get your focus right when we start reading the English. Or you could join us and get the Bible Hub, as we said, or a Tanakh will work too. But if you could, brothers, have your head uncovered, and sisters, have your head covered. That's all I ask. Then we'll get then. And I mean, this is our native language, so really, I want to ask a little bit more. Just give it a hearsay a little bit. I know it could be long because we're reading a lot in Hebrew, and if you never heard it before, it could be like I don't even know what this guy is saying. You know what I'm saying? I wish he'd hurry up, say something that I understand. You know what I'm saying? Just try to give it a little bit of an understanding. Do your best. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, brothers, have your head uncovered, and sisters, have your head covered. I'll try not to drown us out too much with Hebrew. But here we go. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 36 in the Hebrew. Ma'azabakia, Tazadak, Abanya, Tazadak, Ayapath, Tazadak, Wahayan, Tazadak, Yahaya, Lakam, Anya, Yahweh, Alahayakum, Ashar, Ha, Wataza Afia, Afkam, Ma'arataza, Ma'tazarayam. Verse 37. Wa Shamartham, Ath, Call, Chakwafia, Wa'ath, Call, Mashapatya, Wa'ai, Shayatham, Atham, Anya, Yahweh. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, All, Mashah, La Amar. Verse 2. Wa'al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Tha Amar, Ayash, Ma Banya, Yasha'ala, Waman, Hagar, Ba Yasha'ala, Ashar, Yathan, Ma Zara'ayawa, La Malak, Mawath, Ya Wamath, Aim, Ha Arataza, Ya Ragamahawa, Slakia, Ya Ragam Hawa, Ba Aban. Verse 3. Wa Anya, Athan, Ath, Panya, Ba Ayash, Ha Hawa'a, Wa Ha Karathia, Athwa, Ma Kurab, Imar, Kaya, Ma Zara'ayawa, Nathan, La Malak, La Ma'ain, Tama'a, Ath, Ma Qurashia, Slakia, Ma Quadashia, Wa Lakhala, Slakia, Wa La Khalal, Ath, Sham, Kodashkia. Verse 4. Wa'am, Ha'ailam, Ya, Ilayamo. It's like Ya. Okay, it's like it. Ya, Ilayamwa, I'm, Ha'arataza, Ath, Ayan Yaham. It's like Ayan Yaham, Man, Ha Ayash, Ha Hawa'a, Bathathwa, Ma Zara'aiwa, La Malak, La Balathia, Ha Mayath, Athwa. Verse 5. Wa Shamathia, Anya, Ath, Panya, Ba Ayash, Ha Hawa'a, Wa Bamash Slaki, Wa Bamash Pakathwa, Waha Karathia, Athwa, Wa'ath, Ka, Hazabakim. Slakia. That's not Hazabakim. That's Hazanyam. Slakia. Achariyawa. La Zan La 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 Zanawath. Acharia. Ha Malak. Ha Qurah. Imam. Verse 6. Waha Napash. Ashar. Sapana. All. Ha Abath. Wa'al. Ha Yada'ai Nayim. Slakia. Slakia. Ha Yada'ai Nayam. La Zanawath. Akaryaham. Wa Nathathia. Ath. Panya. Ba Napash. Ha Hawa'a. Wa Hakarathia. Athwa. Makurab. Amwa. It's like an Imwa. Verse 7. Wa Hatha Quadash Thum. Khan. Wa Hatha Quadashi Thum. Waha Yathum. Quadashim. Kaya. Anya. Yahweh. Allahayakam. I got one more. Verse 8. Wa Shamaratham. Ath. Cha Quathia. Wa Imayatham. Atham. Anya. Yahweh. Ma Quadashkam. Ready. So now we're going to go to the English. You know what I'm saying? We had Leviticus 19 and 36. Before I start to read the English, I want to kind of give us a a recap of where we left off as of last week. So in the book of Leviticus, this particular chapter, what I'm saying, the Most High, the book of Leviticus is mainly going to be the Most High telling us as a people what we shouldn't be doing and what we are expected to do. Because that's really what I wanted to just get into as of right now. Like as of last week, what did we read? We read a little bit about a little bit about what I'm saying, what the priests are, how the priests are expected to deal with the burnt offerings. A little bit before that, we read about uh, what do you call it, marriages. How mother not supposed to sleep with son, and son and daughter not supposed to sleep with father, and adultery. What I'm saying, how son not supposed to sleep with his father's wife. What I'm saying, even if that's not his mother, there's still adultery and it's in the family too. So we read about pretty much abominations like incest. We read about bestiality. We read about homosexuality. We read a little bit about witchcraft. I think I saw it say something about wizard. There's one thing that I meant to talk about. So I'm gonna go up a little bit because I was supposed to find out about this last week. If you were with us last week, it was a scripture that I was kind of stumped on. Uh, it was let me see. There it is. Leviticus 19 and 20. And whoso lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid, betrothed to an husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scourged. They shall not be put to death, because she was not free. So pretty much last week, what I'm saying, the way I was breaking this down was incorrect. I was pretty much saying that what I'm saying, it's not the sister's fault that she laid with the man because she was a bondsmaid, she was a servant, and they didn't have to be put to death before that. But it didn't seem right me breaking it down because that's definitely adultery. But I got the breakdown. I didn't look up a word. You know what I'm saying? The UPK, if we don't know what a word means, we're supposed to look it up, and I failed to do that, which is why I was breaking it down incorrectly. So the word betrothed means engaged. So this servant, this woman that's a servant, is engaged to another man. And then the boss lays with the woman that's engaged to another man. So technically, that's not adultery because she didn't have a husband. But it was not. It was unbrotherly because that sister, she was trying to start a family with somebody, and then you just kind of swoop down like big boss just because you're her boss. You know what I'm saying? You changed her life a little bit. So that there's a trespass offering because you trespassed the brotherhood. So that's what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's put to death. You know what I'm saying? It's not adultery, but it's just a trespass of brotherhood. And that's the breakdown for that. So again, you know what I'm saying? Betrothed is the key word. Betrothed means to be engaged. No, we don't step stemu I can't even think of the word. Stipulate. We don't stipulate in the I.S.U.P.K. We look up. We do our due diligence. And we look up the words. But yeah, that's one of the things we went over last week. The rule about that. You know what I'm saying. Also, there was some laws in here about about the gleaming on the edge of your crops. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood laws. You know what I'm saying? If you got a big field of crops, Salakia, don't harvest all of the crops on the edge and pick up the crops that fell down past the gate. Leave those for the passer buyer. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much all of these laws are showing brotherhood and love to the most. So that's where we at in Leviticus. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, you know what I'm saying? I failed to mention this last week, but it's kind of been the theme so far today. Like these laws, statutes, and commandments, they we're expected to keep them because we have high expectations of on us as the best people on earth. You know what I'm saying? The Most High expects us to separate clean beasts from unclean beasts and not just eat anything. The Most High expects us to not want to lay with our father's wife. You know what I'm saying? Or even if we're a father, not to lay with our daughter. I mean, these laws were written so there'd be no what do you call it? No room for error. You know what I'm saying? There'd be no I ain't know. I ain't know it was a law. That's why it was written. But we're expected to be the best nation. Or we're expected to be a clean people. We're expected to be a righteous people that show brotherhood, and we're expected to be a, a, a wise and understanding people, man. The best people on earth, man. So these laws is gonna be all throughout Leviticus. What the Most High expects us to do because we have high expectations of a people on us. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the English. I'm gonna start reading. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 36. Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. So let me just on that particular scripture, I'm gonna read one up just to get us some context, so we know where we're at. Verse 35: Ye shall do no unrighteous judgment in mediyard, in weight, or in measure. So pretty much, don't be cheating your brother when you bargaining. That's where it goes in 36. A just balances. A just balance is when this equals to this on the scale. It's not I'm giving you this and getting all of this. No, it's a just balance. Just weights, a just ephah, a just hin. These are measurements right here. Shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Verse 37. Therefore shall ye observe all my statutes and all my judgments and do them. I am the Lord. All right, chapter 20, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. Like other one of them abominations. This is a real bad abomination of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Serving another God. This was a God that was let's look up Molech. Read up a little bit about Molech, because for the children of Israel to be in the wilderness at this time, and the Most High God mentions to death, even a stranger with y'all. If this Israelite man has this heathen as his bondsman, and that heathen is serving Molech, then that heathen gonna be put to death. So let's read up a little bit about Molech, just for some context. I'm gonna Google search in my Google machine. Get a little Wikipedia definition real quick. Just for, well, we don't got too much time. I mean, this would be a great thing to teach a whole class on, but we just gonna get a little bit about it. So Molech or Melech is an ancient deity associated with child sacrifice, possibly linked to the god Baal in Canaan. So in Canaan, it's one of them African gods. The name itself is thought to derive from a Hebrew term meaning king, possibly blended with a word for shame, to deride pagan practices. Though some scholars now theorize that Molech may refer to the sacrifice itself rather than a god, the name is often portrayed with the bull-headed idol. But this is a later interpretation that combines biblical account sources. So it's pretty much it's It's a African deity, a Canaanite deity. Because remember, we we we're on our way to the land of Canaan right now. We're about to, as Israelites in this particular part of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? The land of milk and honey is the land of Canaan. We are supposed to be going back there and driving out the heathen. You know what I'm saying? As ordered by the Most High to do. You know what I'm saying? Driving out the heathen, because that was the land that was given to us, to our forefathers to have. You know, the heathens just sought about to themselves to take that land up when we were not on it. When we went to Egypt for well, I'm not gonna say all that because I might be incorrect on all of that. But the land of Canaan was supposed to be ours. It was to Abraham, and that's why in the wilderness, that's what we're on our way. Because the most, because when just spoiler alert, you know what I'm saying, Moses, he's not going to be able to cross to the promised land. He has to give the reins of leading the children of Israel over to Joshua, and then Joshua leads the camp into the land of Canaan, where they seize it and take it over. Not that fast. It happens over time within the, you know what I'm saying, over part by part in the scriptures. But that's mainly what happens. And the land of Canaan is, you know what I'm saying, it's a land of, like it says, of milk and honey. Like the land was fertile, and the crops and the livestock were all healthy and beautiful. It's just a beautiful land, very plentiful and robust, with all types of resources. You know what I'm saying? It was meant for us to have. So the Most High is directing us to go. First, we're in the wilderness for a reason. I'm not going to give you that spoiler, but we're in the wilderness for a particular reason. You know what I'm saying? When that reason is complete, we're going to be ordered to take over the land of Canaan. But as of currently, before we're in the land of Canaan, there are the Africans that are in there already, and they have this particular deity. This particular deity is Molech, and I guess is common to make sacrifices to Molech. And the Most High God of Israel is saying, "No, I'm not having it. I'm not gonna. If I catch any of you, you know what I'm saying, hard-headed kids of mine worshiping Molech, that Hamite God, you know what I'm saying, then you gonna have to be regenerated, and you're gonna have to be unalived and regenerated to come back with your family." That's pretty much what the Most High was saying. The Most High said he a jealous God, right? You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a husband, you know what I'm saying? So I remember that sisters, you know what I'm saying, back in the world, you know what I'm saying, sisters used to be like, they probably still happen to this day, but sisters used to be like, don't be so insecure. Oh, I was just wearing these little shorts, you know what I'm saying? Don't be so insecure. You know I'm your woman, you know what I'm saying? Nah, forget about that, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you my woman, and I want you wearing a long skirt. The same with the Most High, you know what I'm saying? It's not insecure. The Most High is a jealous God. We His people, and we not supposed to be whoring ourselves out to other gods. But that's what we got to be reading about a little bit in this beginning of 20. So I'm gonna continue. Verse 3. And I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Molech. You sacrificed your son or your daughter to this God. You know what I'm saying? For one, you worshiping other gods, and two, you know what I'm saying, you giving away my people. You know what I'm saying? Your seed is my people. That's how the Most High feels. Like, you giving away my people, my children, to another God. He said, I will set my face against that man and cut him off from amongst his people. I'm going to keep going. To defile my sanctuary, and to profane my holy name. It's the utmost smack in the face to the Most High. Verse 4. And if the people of the land do any ways hide their eyes from the man, when he giveth of his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, verse 5, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and I will cut him off, and all that go a whoring after him, to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people. So if you even caught trying to hold down somebody or trying to show somebody brotherhood and not trying to, you know what I'm saying, make it known that hey, this person was sacrificing unto other gods, sacrificing to Molech specifically. If you just found out that you were just, I'm gonna let him make it. I'm not gonna tell nobody. He over there worshiping Molech, but I'm not gonna tell nobody. He held me down before I'm gonna hold him down. No, even if you that person, the Most High gonna deal with you. The Most High gonna cut you off from your people. The Most High can do it. He created heaven and earth, didn't he? You know what I'm saying he made the angels come down and unalive all them Egyptian babies. He led us. He's leading us in the wilderness now. Well, no, I don't know if he's still leading us, but he split the Red Sea. So you get the point I'm trying to make. The Most High he can make things happen, and he knows everything. You might be able to hide from the congregation, the rest of the brotherhood and sisterhood, that you hide. You what's the word? Not hoarding, but harboring. That you harboring somebody that's transgressing the law, that's worshiping other gods. You harboring this person. The rest of the congregation might not know, but the Most High knows, and the Most High will get you caught. The Most High does not play about that. You know what I'm saying? What do we do today? You know what I'm saying? Thank the Most High. Let's thank Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai for commanding Jerry YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K for bringing us back to our culture. So now, you know what I'm saying, as Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, we know that the God of this Bible is our God and nobody else's God. And we now know that when we start going into these other religions, you know what I'm saying, that when we start being a Buddhist or start being a Muslim or start being a Kemetic or Kemet religion or any of this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, even worshiping white Jesus, we know that that's not our culture. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even fast forward to, we in the curses now. The curses come in Deuteronomy. I'm going to give you this spoiler, but, you know what I'm saying, for breaking the law a little bit, you know what I'm saying, we were cursed to forget who we were as a people and serve other gods. You know what I'm saying? That don't make it cool, though. You know what I'm saying? The Most High does not want that. You know what I'm saying? That's a curse to us because, like I was saying, like, when you ask your father for the new pair of shoes, you have a relationship with your father. When you doing what your father asks, and then you ask him for something, you building a relationship. That's love. That's fear of your father, respect of your father, and love of your father. It's a father-son, father-daughter relationship. And without that relationship, we just vagabonds. So we don't have no structure. We don't have no family. We don't have no love. We damn near don't have a soul. So that's why it's a curse for us to not to serve God who we don't know, who we don't know we serving. We don't know who our Father is. Damn, I mean that's heavy when it's said like that. You know what I'm saying? Many of our Judite and even Israelite brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? They're born fatherless. You know what I'm saying? Them not having that father is detrimental to them being raised. And a lot of us that grew up without a mother or not mother, but a lot of us that grew up without a father, we somehow made it. You know what I'm saying? We learned, we got hit over the head figuratively a few times and learned from our mistakes, but a lot of us didn't make it. And I can say all of us, it would have been easier if we had that father. So that's why it's a curse. But that's just a spoiler alert. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the curses in Deuteronomy. We're meant to lose that as a group. You know what I'm saying? As a nation, we lost that relationship with our Father, and we started serving other gods, wood and stone, Christianity and Islam and Muslim. But you know what I'm saying. Thank once again, let's thank the Most High for commanding YAHANNA doing what he did. Man, it's biblical what do he did because he helped so many people. You know what I'm saying? Thousands, if not tens of thousands, come back to their culture, come back to knowing their true identity. You know what I'm saying? But back before the curses, which is this particular time right here, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had no excuse. You know what I'm saying? We knew who our father was, so if we was worshiping other gods, man, we was really just being thinking the grass is greener on the other side, man. Thinking that them heathens they having fun. They eating shrimp. You know what I'm saying? They worshiping a bull. You know what I'm saying? And they got gold on. That bull must be blessing them with all types of gold and jewelry and whatnot. Man, I want to be like them heathens. No, we're not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? The grass, it may look green on the other side, but that grass is that's 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 not even grass, man. That's what's it called, turf. So you stay on your side, stay in your household. You know what I'm saying? Worry about you, black man, Hispanic man, and what you have a God. You have a book for the ordinances, laws, statutes, and commandments, wisdom, prophecies. You have a culture. You know, this is your culture, black man. You don't need to be worshiping no other God. You don't need to be Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? In today's world, we find that we pick our religion because it it's convenient. Whatever's the most convenient religion to follow. Oh, this religion makes me eat healthy, and I want to be eating healthy. I want to look solid. I want to be a healthy man physically. So I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna be Islam. I'm gonna do this. Or this religion makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be happy inside. I get to do it. I get to be a nice person, and I get to have joy in my life. So I'm gonna be a Buddhist and just, you know what I'm saying, pray for happiness. Nah, you don't have it your way. You weren't created to have it your way. I'm gonna continue. Uh, we have verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits and after wizards. So I'm gonna look up wizard real quick because I've been meaning to do this. This right here is a Bible dictionary. It's a Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. This is the dictionary, type of dictionary we use in the UPK. It's good to have a Bible dictionary because it gives you the biblical definitions of words found in the Bible that you might have trouble with. So right now, I'm using this Bible dictionary to look up wizard, and I should get some type of understanding about what the scripture is talking about. Because we know if you watch class any, you know what I'm saying, you know witchcraft is pretty much drug dealing. Witchcraft is, you know what I'm saying, the selling of tonics and promoting of tonics and, you know what I'm saying, what's it called? Pretty much like stuff that's put together, ointments and stuff that's like you know it's damn near Halloween time right now. You know what I'm saying? With the witches in the world, even with the witches in the world. I mean, in the little cartoons and stuff when they have that cauldron, they fucking it's like it. They boiling all the little the lizards and the cow hooves and all that unlawful stuff. They put some beetles in it. And they boil it up and then they give it to you and give me $50. This will kill your sickness. That's witchcraft. And we know that what's the other magic or magicians are like charlatans. You know, so they do that sleight of the eye stuff and have you believe that they have some powers. Like they do something that has a practical a practical explanation and have you think it's magic, have you think that they're magical. They're pretty much charlatans. So those are magicians and that's witchcraft. So wizardry should be along those lines. That's what you would think. But again, we're not gonna do no speculation. We're gonna look it up. So I'm looking up wizard. I might not find it. It should be the last one. Oh, there it is. Wizard. Okay. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary definition of wizard. One who knows. A male or female magician or sorcerer. One acquainted with the secrets of the unseen world. So that's what it says the definition of wizard is. Somebody acquainted with the secrets of the unseen world. I already told you about what a magician is. We got that breakdown from General Muhammad. A magician, like the magicians, and we didn't read it. Yeah, we did. We read it already in Exodus, or before Exodus, when Moses had the staff, and then Pharaoh had magicians. You know what I'm saying? Throw their staffs down and turn to snakes. Those were magicians. They were charlatans. You know what I'm saying? General Muhammad broke down that there's ways to what's the word? I want to say freeze for lack of better wording. Like pretty much to put the reptile in a deep sleep and straighten it out. So pretty much their staffs were just snakes straightened out and asleep in their hand, and they threw him down, and the snake woke up, and he turned his staff into a snake. It's magic. No, he was a charlatan, because when Moses used the Most High used Moses, and Moses threw his staff down, and his staff actually did turn into a snake, and it ate those snakes. The magicians were like, "Oh snap! I don't know how he did that, because I know I'm a charlatan." So like that's pretty much what a magician is, a charlatan. We just read that wizards are charlatan, and they have a little acquaintance with the unseen world. So let's read this the scripture over again now that we know a little bit more understanding. Verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards, to go whoring after them. So now we know these wizards that are assisting in the whoring after or the serving of other gods. These are pretty much what you would see as what are the it's like not chieftain, but man, the words on the top of my head, on the tip of my tongue rather. It's like Cayman, not Cayman, but shaman, like the shaman the shaman of that particular tribe. The shaman was the dude who they called him a priest, you know what I'm saying? But he had supposedly had mystical powers and whatnot. And that's pretty much what we're talking about. Or the shaman leads you in a sacrificing your child into Molech. Look into the shaman. That's what we're talking about right now. Shamans. So I'm gonna keep going. To go whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and I will cut him off from among his people. The Lord not playing with this, man. With this with this whoring out of other gods, man. He don't play. He is a jealous guy. I damn near want to get that scripture. I'm gonna pull it. I don't want to be in it because we got tons of Hebrew to read, and it's just me. But I am gonna. I'm gonna pull it real quick. So like, I'm not gonna be double-minded. Exodus 34 and 14. So we've been there. We know the Most High is a jealous God. But I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna give us a little bit of context too. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. So it's saying when you out and about in these lands that aren't your land, is heathens in these lands, be careful. I'm gonna keep going. Why do we have to be? We're gonna see. Verse 13. But ye shall destroy, break their images, and cut down their groves. That's how you gotta be careful. Because they're gonna have altars and images and things that they worship. And you can't take that upon your culture. You can't start worshiping what they worship. That's why you gotta be careful. You gotta take heed to thyself, as it says. You know what I'm saying? Don't. It says break them altars down, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Most High rather you be a jerk to them than be a friend to them and adapt their culture. You know, that's how the most. I mean, I'm not saying that to say in today's world, you know what I'm saying, go to your job place and say, oh man, forget you and everything. Nah, the scriptures do say we know that when possible, we have to live peaceably amongst the heathen. But when it comes down to you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, worshiping what they worship, no, do not do that. That's a big no-no. I'm gonna keep going. Verse 14. For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. There we have it, man. The Most High is a jealous God. Just like I was saying, man, when like these some of these women, I don't know if they probably still do. They say, don't be so insecure. Let me just wear my booty shorts to the club. Nah, you know why that's bad, and you know why I feel the way I feel. Because you are my property. That's why the Most High, same with the Most High to us. You know what I'm saying? Like let me just wear shoulder. Let me just wear a cross around my neck. Let me just kiss this stone. Nah. Call it insecure if you want, but we are His property. We are property of the Most High. And He don't want us doing it. Already. So I'm gonna keep going. Verse 7. It's like I'm gonna start back around. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 7. Sanctify yourselves, therefore, and be ye holy, for I am the Lord your God. Verse 8. And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord which sanctify you. Be that holy person, that holy group of people, that people that the Most High expected you to be and created you better than everybody else. All right, let's get back to the Hebrew. Got a little bit more to do. So now we're at the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 9 in the Hebrew. Kaya, Ayash, Ashar, Ya, Qualal, Ath, Abayawa, Wa'ath, Amar, Mawath, Yawamath, Abayawa, Wa Amar, Qualal, Dam Yawa, Bawa. Verse 10. Wa Ayash, Ashar, Ya Na'ap, Ath, Ashath, Ayash, Ashar, Ya Na'ap, Ath, Ashath. Ra Ihawa, Mawath, Yawamath, Ha Na'ap, YAHANNA Slakia. YAHANNA. Verse 11. Ayash Ashar Yashakab Af Ashath Abayawa Irawath Abayawa Gala Mawath Ya Wamathwa Slakia. Mawath Ya Mawathwa Shanyaham Dam Yaham Bam. 12. Ayash Ashar Yashakab Ath Kalathwa Mawath Ya Wamathwa Shanyaham Sabal Aishawa Dam Yaham Bam. Verse 13. Ayash Ashar Yashakab Ath Zakar Mashakabwa. It's like a Mashakabia. Asha Tha Iba Aishawa Shanyaham Mawath Yawamathwa Dam Yaham Bam. Verse 14. Ayash Ashar Yaquach Ath Asha Wa'ath Ama Zama Hawa'a Ba'ash Sharapwa Athwa Athahan Wala'a Thahaya Zama Ba Sawakakam. Verse 15. Ayash Ashar Yathan Shah Kabathwa Bahama Mawath Yawamath Wa'ath Ha Bahama Tha Ha Ragawa. It's like it. Tha Ha Ragwa. Verse 16. Asha Ashar Tha Kurab All Call Bahama La Rabaya Atha Haragath Ath Ha Asha Wa'ath Ha Bahama Mawath Ya Wamathwa Dam Yaham Bam. Verse 17. Ayash Ashar Yaquaka. It's like Yaquach. It's like Ath Achathawa Bath Abayawa Awa Bath Amawa Ra'a Ath I Rawatha YAHANNA. Sara'ah. Ath. I Rawatha. Slaki. I Rawathwa. Slaki. Chasad. Hawa'ah. Wa Nakarathwa. La'ayanya. Banya. Imam. I Rawath. I Slakia. Achathwa. Gala. I Wanwa. Yasha'ah. Verse 18. Wa Ayat. Ashar. Yashakab. Ath. Asha. Dawa. Wa Gala. Ath. I Rawatha. It's like I Rawatha. Ath. Makwara. Ha Ira. Wa Haya'ah. Galatha. Ath. Makwar. Damya. Wa Nakarathwa. Shanyaham. Makwara. Imam. Verse 19. Wa Irawath. Hawath. Amaka. Wa Akhawath. It's like it. Wa Akhwath. Abayaka. La'a. Thagala. Kaya. Ath. Sha'arawa. Ha Ira. Awanam. Ya Sha'awa. Already. So we're going back to the English. Get some coffee. Your energy drinks, man. Not really good for you, you know. I should, Lord be with me drinking both of these, you know. If you gotta choose coffee. Put this over here. Throw that out. That was a waste of money. Let's lock you. Back to the English. We had Leviticus 20 and 9. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 9. For every one that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He hath cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. So this is a new thought. Aside, I mean, it's all connected. I mean, it all flows within each other seamlessly. You know what I'm saying? These are living water. But you know what I'm saying? Molech was one thought, and now we're talking about honor thy mother and father. I believe that's one of the 10 Commandments too. I believe. I might be wrong about that, Salakia. But here it's just saying, I'm gonna read it over. Verse 9. For every one that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He that hath cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him. So curse. Let me look up curse. Because, you know what I'm saying? But us being so desensitized in today's age, we think curse is just, oh man, I'm talking back to my parents. I'm talking back to them. I'm being a bad kid. Being unalive for talking back to my parents is a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? So let's look up what the Bible dictionary says about the word curse. really, curse is one of them words you can look up in a regular Webster's dictionary. But I'm just gonna do us one better and look it up in this one, because the Webster dictionary will give you a few definitions of curse. The Bible dictionary is really good for them words you have no idea what they're trying to say. So this the Zondervan Bible Dictionary definition of curse: the reverse of to bless on the human level, to wish harm, or to or catastrophe or catastrophes, like on the divine, to impose judgment. Okay. The cursing of one's parents is sternly prohibited by Mosaic regulations. So pretty much it's saying that on the human level, when we just on earth as mortals, humans rather, you know what I'm saying, cursing each other is wishing harm upon each other. But on a divine level, when the Most High curses us, like the curses I was talking about earlier, let's see what it says about that. All right, it doesn't really go into it too much, but I mean, let me see what it says around divine level. On the divine, to impose judgment. That's all it says. Impose judgment. That's good enough, low key. You know what I'm saying? The judgment. You know what I'm saying? The punishment. On the divine level, cursing was a punishment. So the Most High punishes us through curses. But when we curse each other on earth, as men and as humans, we just wishing harm on each other. So back to the scripture, what we're reading at hand, when you cursing your mother or father, when you wishing harm on your mother or your father, then you should be put to death. You know what I'm saying? It's really just a better people, right? As the best nation on earth, a wise and understanding people, we shouldn't have children amongst our nation that's trying to have their own parents, the ones that brought them into this world and raised them, to harm come their way. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be a nation of love, trying to spread love amongst the world, man. That's really why we're ordained to rule the world, because we're gonna show the world love, man. Man, the heathens are gonna be glad to be our servants, man. It's the scriptures that say the earth will rejoice when the righteous are in rulership, man. We bring in love to everywhere, man. That's why we're ordained. That's why we're given this roadmap to rule everything. Because we just trying to spread love, man. Love and righteousness. And prosperity. You know, we're gonna have structure. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have decency and order. But man, most importantly, love, man. So love your parents, man. Don't be wishing harm their way. It's only right. I'm gonna continue. Verse 10. And the man that cometh, Aslakia, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. All right, you already understand that. Adultery is one of them things. These are transgressions or sins punishable by death right now. That's been the whole thing, even last week. So we were talking about the incest and bestiality. Bestiality, you know what I'm saying? Not only the person doing the bestiality, that nastiness is going to be put to death, but we got to unalive that animal too. That animal going to be slain too. These are abominations unto the Lord. Yeah. Verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness. Did I read that wrong? That's where we at. Like, I guess they doubling down on it. Hath uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Verse 12. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion. Their blood shall be upon them. Verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lie with woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So in the days of the Old Testament, a man lying with another man as if that man was a woman, both of those men will be put to death. The Most High don't play about that baddie boy stuff, man. And if you a brother or sister out there on that baddie boy stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's a demon. You know, that's why Christ died for you, so that you'll be able to realize that your way is the incorrect way and come into the light. You know what I'm saying, kill that. No, I'm slacky. Get rid of that old man. You know what I'm saying? That old man that does that wicked ways, that wicked behavior, and become a new creature in the Christ. So that's I want to say that second death or that first death. Man, I forgot. Slacky. Damn, I'm all over the place this one. I gotta get back to my scriptures. But that's the I forget whether it's the first death or the second death. But that is, it's a death that Christ requires, and so that when He comes back, He don't have to unalive you, because you already killed that old man. You're a new creature under Christ. So if you out there on that baddie boy stuff, and you watching this class, getting these scriptures, man, getting these scriptures, and just abstain from all sexuality for a little while. Getting the scriptures, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and then you'll start being interested in the proper sex. And then you'll do like the Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. That all of that which I just said can be done if you come in here and get all of that. But you gotta be serious. That's a heavy demon to lift up off you. You gotta be serious about that, about serving the Lord if you want that demon off you. But you know, we just read that baddie boy stuff was punishable by death in the days of the Old Testament. All right, so let's keep going. Verse 14. And if a man take a wife and her mother, and if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you. Well, that's definitely one of those that I got to come back to. So I'll come back to that on the breakdown. I know I got a couple of breakdowns I got to come back to. I'm going to watch the class over, you know what I'm saying, on my own time and take the notes and come back next week. But I know that one, I don't even want to touch that one, because what I feel like it's saying is you can't marry a woman and her mother. But really, I mean, I don't want to say too much into it. I gotta ask for clarification, because we know that marriage, especially in the days of the Old Testament, would be saving a woman's life. You know what I'm saying? It'd be giving that woman protection, giving that woman, you know what I'm saying, direction and order. You know what I'm saying? Giving that woman a family, giving that woman, you know what I'm saying, betterment, if that's the right word. You know, helping that woman in a land where it's all type of heathen raiders and people unaliving people and putting people into slavery and raiding and and raping people, it's like sexually abusing people, yeah, having a husband was a good thing. So I'm thinking like if a mother is a widow, she could use a husband too. But I'm gonna get clarification on that because it might be like, nah, you got her daughter or you got the mother. You gotta choose. You can't get them both. So I'm gonna get clarification on that. But I'm gonna keep going. Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, good night, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. Good night. And these scriptures that say if a man do this, if a man, it means if a woman do it too. If a woman are not, I mean this particular one, this particular uh, instance right here goes into a woman on the next scripture. But I just say that to say like just because it says man don't lie with mankind as if womankind, that don't mean womankind can lay with womankind as if mankind. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's all homosexuality encompassed. It's like it's all bestiality encompassed. You know what I'm saying? Humans are not supposed to be doing this type of behavior. But I'm gonna continue. Verse 16. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. These are abominations to the Most High, man. The Most High not playing with them. The Most High not playing with people that serve other gods, do adultery. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, you know, that's why Christ, man, the water for Christ is an understatement. But man, Christ he paid that cost for us, man, because man we was unalive, we was being unalive left and right through these stonings, man. These stonings, people getting stoned for sleeping with their brother's wife. People getting stoned for being on that Betty boy behavior. People getting stoned for worshiping other gods, man. Man, man, I pray you come in. I pray you understand what we teach in the I.S.U.P.K and why Christ was so important to you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. And I pray with that understanding, you come try to serve Christ, man. Try to be like Christ. Christ said that you would be better than him in ways. Try to do that. You got to have faith. I'm gonna keep going. Verse 17. Man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness. It is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He hath uncovered his sister's nakedness. He shall bear his iniquity. I think I went to 18. Yeah, I went to 19. I'm going to continue. Verse 18. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain, and she hath uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. Verse 19. And thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, nor of thy father's sister, for he uncovereth his near kin. They shall bear their iniquity. That's where we left off. So these last three we just read, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Uncovering your sister's nakedness, whether it be your sister-in-law or your blood sister. Uncovering your auntie's nakedness, whether on your father's side or your mother's side. Or even sleeping with your rib while, I think it's on her menstrual. I think that's what 18 is saying. I'm going to read it again. If a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain. She hath uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. So I know there's a law that's saying that you can't lie with your rib while she's on her menstrual. I think that's. I got a lot to come back to. Next week I'm gonna have a whole 10 minutes at the beginning of Sabbath. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that too. I gotta find clarification. All right, so we going back to the Hebrew. We're just gonna go back to the Hebrew this time, and one more time after that. We're gonna cut it short. And that'll be good enough for today. But now we're gonna do 10 more in Hebrew. We're at Leviticus 20 and 20. But real quick, just to end that thought that I was just on, uh, yeah, these last few are just separate. You kind of get exiled. We're not gonna stone you, but you doing some stuff that's not righteous. It's wicked. We're not gonna unalive you for it. It's I mean, there's no sin that's greater than the other, but that's why they were judges back then. That's why they were priests that saw to matters. They fine tuned the matter. They fine tuned what happened, and they were able to judge appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Some you might not have known. You might accidentally sleep with your auntie. But I don't know. I don't want to get too much into that stuff. But you weren't unalive for that type of action. You were just separated from your people. It was not it was not condoned. I say that. Yeah. Now we getting back to the Hebrew. We have the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 20, in the Hebrew. Wa ayash, ashar, yashachab, af, dad, dathwa, irawath, dadawa, gala, hata'am, yasha'awa, ira, yarayam, ya, mathwa. Verse 21. Wa ayash, ashar, yakwak, slakia, yakwak, ath, ashath. I think that's saying ashatha, slakia, ashatha, a, a, Akiwa, slakia, Akiwa, nada, hawa'a, irawath, Akiwa, gala, ira, yarayam, ya, hayawa. Verse 22. Wa shamartham, ath, call, cha kwathya, wa'ath, call mashapatya, wa aishayatham, atham, wa la'a, tha kwaya'a, athkam, ha arathaza, ashar, anya, ma baya'a, athkam, shama, la shabath, ba. Verse 23. Wa la'a, thalakawa, slakia, thalakwa, ba chakwath, ha gawaya, ashar, anya, ashalak, ma panyakam, kaya, ath, Call Allah. I.S.U.P.K. YAHANNA. Bomb. Verse 24. Amar. Lakam. A thumb. The Yarashua. Ath. Damathum. Anya. Athanna. Lakam. La Rashath. Atha. Arataza. Zabath. Khalab. Dabash. Anya. Yahweh. Alahayakum. Ashar. Ha. But. Slaki. Ashar. Ha. Badalathia. Ha. Badalathia. So Ashar. Ha. Badalathia. I've come. Mine. Ha. I'm a yum. Verse 25. Ha. Badalathum. Bayan. Ha. Bahama. Ha. Tahara. La. Tama'a. Bayan. Ha. I.W.A.P. Ha. Tama'a. La Tahar. La'a. The Shakwatazawa. It's like it. The Shakwatazawa. Yeah, it's like it. Ath. Na Pashathayakam. It's like it. Na Pashath Yakam. Right. Na Pashath Yakam. Bahama. I.W.A.P. Bakal. Ashar. The Ramash. Ha. Adama. Ashar. Ha. Badalathia. La Tama'a. Verse 26. Hayayatham. It's like Hayayatham. Leah. Quadashium. Kaya. Quadawash. Anya. Yahweh. Abadal. It's like Abadal. I've come. Mine. Ha. Imayam. La. Hayawath. Leah. Verse 27. Ayash. Awa. Asha. Kaya. Yahaya. Baham. Awa. The Ainaya. Mawath. Wamathwa. Aban. Ragamawa. Atham. Dam Yaham. Bam. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh, All, Mashah, Amar, All, Hakahan, Slaki, Hakahan Yum, Banya, Aharan, Wa Amarath, Alaham, La Napash, La'a, Yatama'a, Ba'ai, Mayawa. Verse 2, Kaya, La Sha'arawa, Ha Korab, Alayawa, La Amar, Wa La Abayaka, Slakia, Wa La Abayawa, Wa La Banwa, Wa La Bathwa, Wa La Akiyawa. Verse 3. Hold on. I think, yeah, so stop there. So we're going to pick up in the English of the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 21. No, verse 20. It's like in chapter 20, verse 20. And if a man shall lie with his uncle's wife, he has uncovered he has uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall bear their sin. They shall die childless. I guess this is another one that I have to ask for some clarity on. Because really, if you lying with your uncle's wife, that's adultery because your uncle is a man and that's his woman. So really, they should be put to death. But I mean, I'm this whole chapter 20, I got a ton of stuff to ask about. So Salakia for not having all the answers, Israel. I mean, some stuff I gotta learn with you guys. But I'll be sure to have the answers like I had this morning. Next week when we open up, because we're gonna take off. We're gonna leave. We're gonna take off right where we leave off today. So, you know what I'm saying, nothing's gonna go untouched. So we have verse 21, and if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. He hath uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. Verse 22, ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out. Ooh-wee, that's heavy. We have to be ready for what the Most High has given us. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is trying to give you the land of milk and honey, but you got to be ready to receive the land of milk and honey. And that goes with a lot of different stuff, man. Like, I think one of the, I'm paraphrasing because I roughly know of the scripture, but you have to have a new vessel. You have to have a clean vessel for the new wine, man. You can't put new wine in an old vessel. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready to receive the blessing. Verse 23. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation, which I cast out before you, For they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them. Verse 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which has separated you from other people. Verse 25. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean. And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beasts, or by fowl, or by any manner of living that which creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. So man, this is the Most High pretty much saying, like, you see them devils over there sleeping with each other. They doing incest and they doing bestiality and they eating pork and shrimp and crab and ostrich. You see them eating ostrich burgers. You don't do that. I separated you from these people. You better than these people. And the only reason they're getting away with burgers now is because you not on top right now. And you not on top right now because you were listening to them a little bit. But when you on top, nobody's gonna be eating ostrich. Now the way it's supposed to be on earth is nobody eats ostrich burgers, nobody lies with their sister, no man lie with man, no women lie with women, no smoking cigarettes, no worshiping no Molech, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You separated from that. A holy people. I'm gonna continue. Man, what do we need? Verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I the Lord am holy, and have served you from other and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. At this here, when we were with them, remember when we were in Egypt and they were unaliving all of our male babies? They were unaliving the male baby. They were oppressing us. They were making us build bricks with no straw. And they were unaliving us in the streets, calling us bywords, just like they do today. When we with these people, we're not with these people. So we have to be set apart from these people. And the Most High did that for us. Verse 27. A man also, or a woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, their blood shall be upon that charlatan behavior, that witchcraft and magician nonsense. No, that's not your culture. And that's evil. It's wicked. And we don't want it. We don't want it in our camp. So if you an Israelite trying to do that nonsense, expect to get the stone. All right, we're gonna go. We're not gonna go back to the Hebrew, but I'm gonna finish up, and then we're gonna call it a day. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, Speak unto the priests, the sons of Aaron, and say unto them, There shall none be defiled for the dead among his people. Verse 2. But for his kin, that is near unto him, that is for his mother, and for his father, and for his son, and for his daughter, and for his brother. So what this is saying, let me read up again. There shall none be defiled for the dead among his people. There shall none be defiled. Wow. I should be able to break this down, but I'm not. It's lucky. Definitely gonna have tons of. So let's just we can do that real quick. What I'm supposed to be coming back with. So we started at 19, 19 and 36. So we did all the Molech. We understand the Molech. I guess really what I'm asking about is the acts of sleeping with your auntie and your uncle and whatnot, and why you're not put to death. I'm asking about Slakia. I'm not gonna waste time on going. I'm gonna review the class on my own time, and then jot down what I need to go over, and ask it, and I'll have it back for you guys next week. So with that, I'm gonna put the marker there. Give me 1 second, Baba Kashat. So next week we are at 21 and 3. All right. So now we're about to get into the prayers, and then we're gonna end class, man. Again, Shalakia for not having all the answers, but in the I.S.U.P.K we have all the answers, so they will be brought to you next week. So with that, I mighty, which means to stand. All right. So I'm gonna salute the Torah as it sits. I gotta select it. Layasha Allah. I'm gonna salute the Torah as it sits, and then we're gonna get into the prayers. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barak Yah. So once again, we're gonna turn and face the east. I'm gonna say Sar, Wapan Yah HaKwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer. So Sar, turn. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Batazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathan Lanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawath Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Wahala, Wahata Paras. Wawalamim Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Star, which means turn and face the front. All right. Gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers, men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, Yadi Matah. Star turning her to sisters. Now we're gonna give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yadi Matah. That's dismissed.